But I feel like we're going to have a really good time this week. I feel like there's a lot to be discussed. I feel like there's a lot to be, dissected and, all that great stuff. And alas, I think there's no better time than the present to get right to it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everybody out there in the world, welcome back. Hey, how you feeling? Y'all know what time it is, man. Y'all see what it is. Y'all know when the super crew come together and it's all of us, it's going to be a good time. We probably got some things to discuss. Some real life shit probably happened to have us all here at the same time. But alas, hey, guys, it's the Gym Class Podcast, episode 74, 2020 Vision. You hear me? And, I just want to say thank you for everybody out there that's watching and, you checking us out on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram Live, you know what I mean? Hey, I'm Maddie Make It Work. This is Mookie. That's JB. That's KD. And that is Lil Woo. And we are the Gym Class Podcast as a collective, and we are back again for another motherfucking rousing round of this thing we call the Gym Class. I want to go around the room. I want to know how are my friends feeling? You know what I'm saying? And at the end of this, don't hesitate to ask how I'm feeling. But how you doing, Luke? I don't hesitate to ask how I'm feeling, but we gotta go around the room. How you feeling, Luke?
I'm feeling good. I'm blessed.
Blessed, highly favored.
We've hit the 7-month mark, 2020, halfway there. Let's try and blow some more.
Glow some more. Exactly. JB, brother, how you
the
feeling?
exact same way.
This is quick.
That's
super in depth. Oh man.
Oh man.
I was want to add. Katie, how you feeling, brother?
Oh man, I'm great. Enjoying myself, enjoying the time I have, appreciating all the blessings.
All the blessings. So many blessings.
The gifts.
Gifts. Donations.
More gifts.
Blessings on blessings on blessings.
Presents.
Blessings on blessings. Oh Lord, why you keep doing me so well? Why they keep doing it so well? Oh, brother Lil Woo, how you feeling, bro? How you feeling, man? Welcome back. We'd always love having you.
Yes, sir.
You are. You a bit. It's not even like welcome you back, nigga. You've been on like damn near half the episodes and shit.
Yeah, man. Glad to be a part of the journey.
Ouch.
What is doing here? AWOL Gang, Gym Class Podcast. You already know what it is, man. Back, blessed and highly favored as always, man. Yeah.
Indeed.
Man, how you,
Man,
man?
me?
How you doing, man?
Little old me.
I almost forgot.
Oh shit. Guys. You might want to move that camera this way.
Give me a little IG camera.
Give me a little IG camera shot. Y'all know I love it. I love it. Oh man. Guys, I've had quite the weekend. I am clear. You know what I mean? I feel clear. I feel blessed. I feel like, gone through a journey, learned a lot. You know what I mean?
Life is full of lessons.
Life is full of lessons. That is what it is. And you gotta always learn to remember who you are. Remember, your value. And also, take forward and utilize the blessings, you know what I'm saying, it is. And sometimes blessings are also lessons, you know what I'm saying? So you utilize the lessons and the blessings in order to become the best person. And, allow yourself to feel those things and become the best person that you are. And, shout out to all those people that were, that have taught me lessons and, are, blessings in their own right. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie, guys. I spent a little bit of time trying to figure out how my energy coming into this podcast. It was kind of like up in the air with a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? Because some real shit happened, and I'm not gonna go into detail because out of respect for my situation and everyone involved, no need. You know what I mean?
Protect the innocent.
Exactly. Or what? And it's whatever. You know what I'm saying? We're just. Hey, I'm just being respectful.
We don't need to
I'm
go into
being
detail.
respectful.
Respect.
Listen, man.
Respect is everything.
Respect is the only thing that I'm preaching right now. Respect and love. You know what I'm saying? Also, understanding and knowledge of never revisiting that ever again. Never going to that place ever again in life or with person. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I harbor no negative feelings. I wish that person nothing but the best. You know what I mean? And even if you need anything, not right now, don't holler at me, but in the future. You got me. But that's all I got to say. But alas, guys, that's cool. That was respectful. That was good, everybody. That was cool. All right, cool.
That's how you deal.
Yes, that's how you deal. And no one can never say that I wasn't respectful. 2020 vision. 2020 vision. It's a motherfucker, man. I love it. I love it. But alas, guys, we got all that shit out the way. You know what I'm saying? There is a laundry list of things that must be discussed. We're not going to take too much of these people's time, but we are going to be thorough and we're going to be responsible podcasters and we're going to go through these things. And I want to know how my friends feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Is that fair? That's fair with everybody?
I like
Mook, I want you. Would you like to lead? I want you to lead because I feel like you give us. We appreciate you. You know what I'm saying?
Where you want me to take it today?
Take us wherever we got the docket. Take us where you want to take us, man.
I'm gonna
start it
up
out
right now, so you're gonna have to lead me there.
All right.
How you want to start out?
So lead me to where we're going, and I'll.
Is there anything that you would like to discuss first? Because there's some shit that
Is anything
pick anything. You know what I'm saying?
Or your spirit.
Well, I guess if I'm going to speak on it right now, after you ask that question, it must be pressing me. So, I have received a text message about codependency.
What's that mean?
And they asked me if I was a ride or die chick. And I said, hell no.
The ride or die shit.
That's what they
I
asked
like
me.
this. I like.
So you said you're not a ride or die.
You're not a ride or die
I'm
chick.
Ride or die.
All right.
And they were like, I wasn't expecting that answer from you. I thought you was going to hold it down. And I'm just like, why would you think that?
So okay. So my
I
question.
don't want any dependence.
Right.
But does being a ride or die chick mean they're dependent on you?
I don't know.
What up, Drew?
They just mean they just expect you to always be there for them, or
I don't know. I guess
to have their back.
It could go on circumstances. Like, I don't know, context.
Isn't ride or die just a
when I
a
think
question
of
of
ride or die,
loyalty? So are you not loyal?
When I think of ride or die, I think of my nigga about to go to jail and I gotta wait. And I'm not doing that.
It doesn't have to always be that.
Okay, so
That's what I
let's.
So I'm
How
trying
do we
to put
define the ride or die? Like
in 2020.
In 2020, what is a ride or die in our eyes in the current time?
Queen and Slim. That's what people look
I
at.
But I didn't see the movie, so it's like
I feel like that's an extreme case.
I didn't see the
somebody
movie.
Doesn't
write
have
this
to.
down.
See, it has something to do with the law. That's what I'm saying. Ride or die, I'm not the one.
Not necessarily. I think they just want to know, are you going to just be down for me
Yeah,
in any
I
situation?
think it's just, are you going to
and
be
you
there?
said no, so it's already addressed. Like,
Sounds like
Yeah,
when
it's cool.
when things get a little sticky, you brother.
it's cool. It's already,
I really wanted to say more words about the topic that was via text message, and I couldn't type all them things out. I was like, fuck this. But I was kind of feeling like once I cannot ride or die once it starts to hurt me.
Yeah.
Any way, shape, or form.
Okay,
Yeah.
no,
And that's why I'm like, I'm not really a ride or die because I'm not about to hurt for you.
Yep.
right.
And
I gotta go.
That's real.
That's understandable.
So that's the
That
best
part's
way I can do
understandable,
it. I
yeah.
gotta go. In any way, shape, or form, you start hurting me physically. Well, not physically.
You gotta be,
You know, like
you gotta be
mentally,
married, yo.
Mentally,
You gotta be
and I have
married.
to be your girlfriend.
You have to be your wife.
I'm not your friend I'm not your friend that's gonna ride with you and sleep with you on the couch. If I'm just your friend, you know what I'm saying?
But if you know a guy's lifestyle, okay.
If I'm your woman,
right.
I'm your
Your wife.
I don't know about all that.
I don't know. Hypothetically.
Hypothetically, sure. I'm your wife. Then I'll probably gotta do a little something, but it still shouldn't hurt me. It should be, I don't mind doing these things. It wouldn't be a hurt.
Now, okay, it may not hurt you,
different types of hurt.
but what if it may not be pleasant?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
It may be an unpleasant situation.
I
temporarily.
can do some unpleasantries.
Unpleasant?
If I'm your girl, not your friend.
Oh, no.
If you're my friend, I'm like, that's unfortunate.
That's a heavy that's a heavy phrase.
If you're just friends, it's crazy. Right?
Nothing to play with.
Yeah. I mean, if you just friends, you can only expect so much from a friend.
Yeah.
I feel like when you're speaking of a ride or die, unless y'all like,
because it could be
that's
not
y'all like
my girl,
best
but just
friends.
I don't know what people want to label their ride or dies for. Mm-hmm. But the most I can do is whatever does not hurt me. I can do things that are a little unpleasant because it doesn't hurt.
Right.
But if I feel weird that I'm sleeping someplace uncomfortable because blah blah blah, and I don't feel like it's a we thing, I'm hurt some way. Like it's unbalanced. I gotta go.
Yeah, I think ride or die is like to an extent, it's a sense of loyalty to that person.
I could be loyal to you.
Now,
still
everybody
ride
doesn't deserve to be. Everyone doesn't deserve ride or die status just because y'all are friends. I feel like it has to be a very deep connection, some type of bond forged. That builds to that level. You don't just become ride or die. I think you build towards ride or die.
Mm-hmm. And so, I have a question, right? Because, like, when you think about ride or die, right? And this is something that's come up. Ride or die versus, so it's like the amount of experiences that you go through with the person, and that determines the ride or die status.
Yeah.
But is that necessarily healthy? Because are you just going through a whole bunch of traumatic shit? You feel me? And it's like, because like all this fucking tragic shit happens. Oh, well, it must be right because you stayed through all this bullshit.
Nah.
When it's like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's the same.
It feels different.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
It feels different when you're doing something and it's some tragedy or some trauma. There should be some comfort there, not somebody riding with you through the fucking trauma. Like, what is your purpose here?
Mm-hmm.
I don't need a passenger unless the passenger is going to help in some sort of way.
Exactly.
Like,
so
in the tiniest sort of way, even if it's just like words of encouragement or just like even being there in my presence while I have to take care of something. If you don't add any value to the situation, you can go. That's it. That's how I feel.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
no words.
That's
No words. No words.
That is true. Value should be added.
Always.
Absolutely.
Always. And it should be evident value. And the thing, bringing up somebody who I don't think we've ever really discussed on this branch. And he is who he is, but he was a factor in all. We all know this guy.
Okay.
Stride Beezy said,
you name dropping?
I'm name dropping,
Bomb,
but it's not even a boom, y'all know what time it is. But nah, crazy guy, you know what I'm saying? Still got a lot of love for that guy to this day, man. No matter what it is. But nah, he said one time to me, man. He was like, yo, bro, why are you around me? You know what I'm saying? Like, what value do you add to my life? You know what I'm saying? nigga literally asked me to this day. Oh! And the thing is shit, I took it as a wild statement at the moment, right? But then taking some years to go back, you know what I'm saying? Taking some time to really process that statement. Like, it should never be questioned what value I add to anybody's life. If you have to ask me that question, then I'm not doing enough to show you. Or maybe we don't need to be, you know what I'm saying? If you can't recognize that, I don't serve you in that situation. But I know damn sure after that moment, I could recognize the value I add to every single person's life that I encounter. So it's like, that was a fucked up way to put it, but I appreciate that you said it, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I recognize that shit. And if you don't recognize it, you know what I'm saying?
Harsh.
That's what's, bro, that nigga Trump is crazy, bro. Like,
it's like, nigga, are you trying to break up with me?
Bro, I was long. Nigga, it was like a hard time. Like, yo, bro, like, nigga, and it was probably a time when I was like in the A and fucking up and shit. You know what I'm saying? Or just doing some shit where it just like nigga just thought, all right, bro, like
you were doing some shit where you weren't adding value.
Probably eliminating value and shit.
You're negative, but even worse.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
devaluing.
So from that moment, you know what I'm saying, I can always appreciate where always be somebody who add values to a situation. You know what I mean? And that's what I took from that shit. And yeah, like at the moment I took it, but then I was like, oh shit, like this is my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like this nigga, he's not trying to come at me on no crazy shit, but he's trying to like almost put me on some game shit that I don't know where he got it, but it's like,
I mean, but that's a real statement. That's a real ass statement because for the simple fact, you know, especially, you know, we're all getting older.
What up, Tina B? What up, Auntie? My bad, guys. You know, I have to shout out my folks when I
Tina B!
Tina B, the legend Tina B, you know what I'm saying? The third TLB and all that. But continue, good brother.
I feel like at this stage in our lives, we shouldn't be surrounded by people who aren't either pushing us to do better, doing better, or instilling positivity into our lives. Because it's just like, if you're just around somebody either stuck in their ways and not growing, eventually that's going to rub off on you, and you are who you hang out with, unfortunately. You know?
Very fortunate, actually.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because sometimes you lose some people that you don't want to lose, but are necessary to live. Yeah, because it's not, they're not adding value to your life.
That's not right. You know what I mean?
You know, and it's not to say that you're using people just for the benefit of, you know, making you better or advancing, but at the same time, people should motivate each other. So they should, without them actually giving anything to you, they should motivate you to do more, to be the best you. And in turn, you should be doing the same thing for them.
Right.
Regardless of where you guys are in, you know, your life, in your career, whatever it may be, you know, you should be able to see something in them that's like inspiring in a certain way, or you know, that's just that you can positively look at and see, oh, okay, I can build from that. I appreciate them. You know, they serve a purpose. You know, it's not a one-way thing.
Not a one-way.
Because you don't want to be that person not giving anybody anything either. That no one really wants to be around because you're just negative and a downer.
Like Eeyore.
Oh!
But Eeyore wanted his friends wanted him
But we
around.
can't. It's two sides to that, because if somebody's bringing you down, you should distance yourself. But at the same time, you should always be there to help people up too. You know, so I guess there's a balance to that.
This sounds worse than it is.
It is. Always.
All right.
So what's on next, guys?
Yeah, let's get out of here.
I don't like it. I don't fucking like it.
Black Lives Matter.
Fuck yeah. Oh, speaking of that, it like having a good time and shit, and I don't want to take it like all. Do we have to go there right now? All right, cool. Bet. Shit. Matter of fact, can somebody else like Katie? Tell us where we going. I don't even want to get. I'm letting my friends.
I mean, I don't have the docket in front of me right now.
Oh shit, because you got the phone. Yeah.
But I'll just.
Sorry, host. You have to host today.
I got host today.
Unfortunately.
I was gonna let everybody else host.
I think that's it, right?
Yeah, I think so. 72? Not on 72.
So we on 74, man. We're on 74.
Like,
God
like
damn, bro. All right, man. In exciting news, all right, I'll get back to my hosting thing. I want to give a goddamn black excellence shout out to the man that landed the largest contract in sports history, not NFL history, not black history, in sports history. My man Patrick Mahomes, man. Patty Mahomes.
Pat, my homeboy.
Man, tell me about it, KD. Tell me about it, man.
So Patrick Mahomes, who is the starting quarterback for the Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs, he just recently signed a 10-year contract extension worth up to $105 million.
Wow.
Potentially worth. Of course, with NFL contracts, there are a lot of gray areas, fine print. So it is a guaranteed. What's the word? Guaranteed escalators of $477 million, which means basically certain years in the contract guarantee future years. So his contract in 2021, the team has to guarantee his contract for 2023.
Okay.
And it moves like his contract is pretty much guaranteed like 2 years in advance. So it gives the team the option to get a way out and him a way out. But if they agree to it at a certain point, he's guaranteed X amount of dollars. But yes, it is the biggest contract in sports history because it's actually bigger than baseball. Now, if it were to happen in baseball, that would all be guaranteed. So it's you got to take it with a grain of salt because it's not like he's about to get $500 million
right
at the end of his 10 years. That's not the case. Most likely, I'm figuring because it's extended 12 years, but he still had 2 years on his contract, so it's $105 million for 12 years, actually. Because he still has 2 years left on his rookie contract. They extended it. It's a 10-year extension on top of the current contract he had. So it's always a fine print.
Yeah, the fine print's a motherfucker, man.
So
that shit is
it averages out to about $45 million a year, which is still the highest paid athlete in professional sports in the world.
Right.
And it's crazy that this came in football out of all the sports, whereas the contracts are the least guaranteed.
Right.
So that was definitely a very big deal. I'm happy for the brother to get paid. I always like seeing a black man get paid.
So he rich?
Yeah.
And he was making the money off the endorsements and stuff like that early, and that was good. The man, he doubled down though this past year. You get the MVP and then you get the Super Bowl. It's like that's.
I mean, I think apparently this contract was in the works.
Yeah.
Since before last year.
Okay.
So they were already prepared to make him.
All right. Now I have a quick question because I saw something in the maybe it was the ESPN fine print, but it was the $140 million injury clause or some shit like that.
I didn't see that. I didn't see the injury clause.
So there's some type of and maybe that's something we got to look into. But I want to know what that means. You know what I'm saying? What is it? What is
it?
That?
Might be like an injury insurance if he's hurt.
So he'll get an auto.
They can't just cut him.
Okay.
He gets a certain amount of that money from the contract.
Okay.
But I mean, kind of similar to like the Alex Smith thing, where we still got to pay him because he's hurt.
Right.
So I'm sure it's injury protected to some extent. But yeah, definitely shout out to Pat Mahomes. He definitely got paid, and I mean, I guess since we're in football, I mean, do we want to jump into the Desean Jackson debacle?
Yes, let's do it. Fuck it, we're in sports. We might as well stay in sports.
God damn it! Let's
And Mook, you can chime in because this is kind of more of a social issue than a sports issue.
Okay.
Just has to do with a sports player.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm like, what do you do?
Yes.
Who are you doing to?
So, does anyone want to? Should I write it down or?
Brief me.
All right, I got you. So, on Sunday, this past Sunday, the honorable and there's so many words that you can put for this man. But the fearless leader, Louis Farrakhan, he addressed the nation on Revolt TV, which wasn't the first time Revolt has ever done anything of that nature. And I missed the actual thing. There's a lot of stuff going on that morning. Okay. But apparently it reached a much larger audience than it probably would have in the past, with everything that's going on. Exactly. And that's what's necessary at the end of the day. But with that, Desean Jackson, and a lot of people, but Desean Jackson being one person who is signed to the Philadelphia Eagles, he caught some clips of what the minister was saying, and he posted it along with comments and quotes that were deemed to be anti-Semitic. Although when we went through and actually saw what he was saying, they were not in any way attacking, the Jewish race. It was putting the magnifying glass on the white supremacists, and it's kind of just, if you're the wrong party, you're gonna feel bad, you're gonna feel guilty. So that's what it really felt like. But now, because of that, it's caused a stir, and now it has been talks of him being released from the team because he is posting this anti-Semitic jargon, or not even jargon, but like the message that has been deemed anti-Semitic just because the Jewish community was spoken about. You know what I mean? So that's the talk of the town, and I guess the real question is, was he wrong? Do they have any merit, like the NFL? And I feel like it's really a stupid ass question, but it's like, Mook, how do you feel about the whole situation? Because you won't give it to him straight.
I really don't. I don't know. I feel like people are allowed to have their own personal opinions about things. If I don't like Jews, I might not like Jews. But you can't hire me. Like when you say it out loud, it gets a little weird. You know what I'm saying?
Jews, I don't like Jews. So you don't like Jews?
No, I'm just saying he didn't like Jews, or I don't something about the Jewish community.
But it wasn't even, and that was the whole thing about it. It wasn't about.
Just don't say shit out loud, man. Y'all gotta keep y'all business to yourself, for real, for real. I don't want to know who you voted for president. I don't care who you supported. As long as you support me, I don't know. It gets a little deep. I'm not sure how to feel about it. I don't know.
You gotta ban Trump first, and then you start banning everybody under Trump.
Like, cancel culture is not real, so I'm just like.
We're not just gonna pick and choose.
Let's talk about that next. But I want to hear everybody's thoughts on this scenario. But I do want to bring up cancel culture. How you feel about this, JD?
Yeah, Desean Jackson. He, I don't know what book he was reading, but he highlighted an excerpt that was talking crazy. That actually said nigger in the excerpt too.
But it said Negro. It said Negro.
It said Negro?
Okay. Yeah, it said Negro. Yeah.
But it was Hitler's words that it was highlighted. So he was quoting Hitler indirectly. And you can't
You're never going to win quoting Hitler.
You quoting Hitler.
You should have known that.
You're not going to win that.
What context was it in?
I mean,
it was saying, and I can almost remember the quote.
They don't care about the context.
They don't care about the context.
Because it said Hitler said.
It said.
That's what it said. I mean, you're just not gonna win.
And low key, I think that it's really hard to win. But the shit, like, if it would have just been like random leaders said, niggas would have been on that shit.
But you have to take into consideration that Hitler wasn't a leader. That how did he become a leader before I speak to?
That's like,
let me not say nothing too crazy. Let me not jump out there.
Even though he was a cult, like you would be a cult leader, clearly he was having people do, things that weren't positive and genocide. But he somehow became a leader. Did he get voted here? Did he put them into a trick bag? Where it's like they thought they were getting one thing, they got another.
Nah, people knew what he was.
Or he was just basically a cult leader.
People knew who he was. I think he made it clear.
So he made it was like, you gotta join me or you dead, right?
Pretty much. That's why people don't like him. He didn't do no good. I don't think he did no good.
It was a get down to lay down situation.
I think so.
Yeah.
But that's like quoting R. Kelly though.
I don't know.
Quoting Hitler in that context is like quoting R. Kelly. R. Kelly said,
makes great music.
Yeah,
What context?
I'm saying that when somebody said
Hitler, R. Kelly, let's do it. Let's go there right now. I'm with it. Let's go.
Your mind is telling me no, but your body's telling me yes.
Hitler's a part of history. I don't know about that one.
I don't know. I'm uncomfortable.
Regardless if he was a good guy or a bad guy, his life impacted the world in such a manner where you have to.
Shit just gets so crazy, right? Because it's
but
like,
it said right, but nobody's trying to hear that when they say Hitler said. So you quoting Hitler, and it's like
that's the trigger that will.
We in a different time now.
You know
Different time and space.
Oh my
and if
God.
we're calling everybody out, you gotta call every last person out. That's how they
real.
gonna do it.
That's real.
That's how they gonna do it
They're
now.
not calling everybody
Don't mess
out.
up.
Like,
Watch out, man.
Hey,
It's over.
That's
It's really just keep your personal opinions to yourself.
and that's the thing. And there's
Like,
so many
mind your own
ways to,
business.
you know.
Why you know you don't like or you quoting Hitler?
While
Mind
we're
your
on
business.
the podcast telling all our opinions. You know what I'm saying? We can jump out there though because the
I'm
thing
not
is,
anyone. I don't have a platform.
Yeah.
You know, other than my social media platform. My reach isn't a million.
Platform.
My reach. I'm sorry, but my reach is.
I don't have a platform except this one right here, and all my
No,
other
but
ones.
my reach on my platform isn't a million people.
Nah,
They're
for
looking
sure.
at me as a football player or someone of status. I'm sure. If you look at me as status, then that's on you, but
That's what, motherfucker. You are status, my nigga.
that's on you. I'm just chilling. You know?
They,
Alright, so
they
I can-
learned the game from
I
me,
can support. So you can support the Redskins or not on your platform.
You can do whatever you want. I don't know.
You got the Redskins colors on right now.
All right, I see you. HTTR.
Oh yeah.
Washington, all words.
Oh my God.
Culture, cancel culture.
Cancer. Oh
Is it too big
damn.
or what?
Ooh,
It's not real.
damn.
Oh, it's real.
We can do that.
It's
though.
very real.
That.
Yo, I'm gonna bully up with somebody because I don't like how you treated me, and I want to destroy your whole sense of money earned coming in, and I want to make sure that you go to jail for 100 years.
Is that what they're doing with the Redskins in the name?
No, but they might force Daniel Snyder to sell.
Well, that's some
Pretty much
different
you're
shit.
gonna
That's
be-
some
I'm
money.
Well, I'm all for Daniel Snyder selling the
That's
team.
business shit. Money rule everything. So, money talk. You want to do what the money do.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna change my
And
name because that's
it
what the money
don't got
said.
nothing.
Dance, because the money said dance.
dance because the money said dance.
Everybody that doesn't know what we're talking
the
about
money
out
said,
there.
Dance.
Especially if it's offending people. If it's not like, you know.
For everyone that needs
Y'all,
to be
man.
Money be
brought up
talking,
to
dog.
speed, for everyone that
City
needs
girl
to be,
shit.
Hey, man, hey, you know.
For
Okay.
everyone that needs to be brought up to speed, the Washington Redskins have finally been pushed to the point where they gotta change that motherfucking name. You know what I'm saying? And I've been a Redskins fan since the beginning of birth. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been a Skins fan. That has been my life. But that shit never felt good. You know what I'm saying? Something about that always just, something ain't right. You know what I'm saying? And it's not even, I'm not even claiming my goddamn, my native heritage. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm not even claiming my, I'm not claiming
Are
my
they
native
claiming you?
heritage.
I feel you.
They not claiming me neither. So it's like, you know.
Thank you.
So it's like,
Hey, man.
So, the Redskins, the Washington Redskins, have basically, they've been pushed to the point where the folks are backing out. The corporate sponsors are backing out. They're hitting their pockets now for some shit that they've been talking about for long before right now. You know what I mean? And it's really funny because I don't know what happened in this city.
Okay.
But like they just had an awful they just picked the worst fucking names of all times. Like think about it back in the days. Like you have the fucking Bullets and you have the Redskins. So it's like, are the Bullets shooting the Redskins? Like
I think the Bullets was the toughest name ever. It's
it's
really
hard.
unfortunate that we were like the murder capital.
Exactly.
That's
That
really
was
That's
the
what it
worst.
really was. Like the Bullets is a cool ass name.
Bullets was
I
out.
mean,
Decent.
was
that was-
it
that was-
That was a dope ass thing, but we had a lame ass jersey though. Like, we didn't have no bullets on the jersey.
We should've-
Like, we should have had goddamn. They should have had a jersey with gunshots and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So then
I'm
we-
sorry. That would have been hard. Like, come on, think about it though.
Respect.
Think about it right now.
No.
That would have been dope as fuck.
There is a cap. There is a bullets cap with bullets in the cap.
Is it?
There is a cap.
Oh my god.
With bullets flying in the cap. Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
It's
Red,
like-
white,
it's
and
like
blue.
a basketball.
Red, white, and
Red,
It's
white,
like a bullet basketball.
Yeah, it's like a bullet joint. It's a bullet joint. It's a bullet joint.
Basketball
But is it
bullets.
really a bullet though?
It's a bullet
Is it like,
joint.
all right.
It's
So
a
I got a
bullet
question. I
You
have a
can see
question.
the tear.
You,
Okay, they made it for you so you can see the
It's a little joint.
but it wasn't. So it was just a tear. There was no actual bullets though, right?
It was bullets.
There was bullets on the.
I'm
There
telling
was
you.
no
It
actual
was like a
bullet.
basketball. It was like
A
a bullet
bullet?
going into the hoop, like a joint going down.
I seen
I
it.
It's like a
Bullet.
basketball.
I need to see it. I
Respect.
believe it. I totally believe it.
I seen it on the Game Boy game.
Oh,
Back in the
which
day.
joint? Which joint?
Man, I don't know. It
Oh.
was like 92.
All right. Did everybody have a Game Boy? I'm sorry. I feel like
Woo!
I'm bouncing all
Everyone
over the
had
place,
Game Boy.
but that was my shit. What
Game
was your
Boy
favorite game on
Advance.
Game
I had
Boy?
all that. In color.
How did
Game
we
Boy
get to
Advance.
Pokemon?
We're going back.
I
We're
did
going
that.
back. But
Yeah.
I just that Game Boy shit was fire. I just sidebar. You know, I was
Might have been Bird versus Magic.
Where's that hat, dog?
Street Ball was another great game, but we're not gonna get too deep into that. We got to talk about these Redskins names. You know what I'm saying? See how they focus, man. We here. Redskins names. So the Bullets had the Bullets shit, but it was kind of lame. If they would have had, but it would have been
It was just
bad.
violent.
Yeah, it was a little too
It's a
violent.
violent
was.
term.
It was violently
the
ironic.
Redskins name is more offensive. It's,
Y'all saw the hat.
do you consider? Okay, this is a question. Do you consider a racial slur or vulgar term?
Racial slur. I
You
think.
think it's so? You think it's on level with?
I don't feel
with
like
nigga?
I shouldn't have an opinion.
I don't have a say.
If I
don't
say
know.
let me see.
I don't know. Whatever. What do you want to
I'm thinking about it in a
Negroes or the
sentence,
Washington
right?
niggas?
I'm thinking about it. If
When they
I
call it the
seen
Negro League.
if
They have
I
private call
seen
it Negro
somebody
League?
going down the
I don't
street
know.
that was, you know what I'm saying,
I'm not sure.
a Native American, and I said, "Hey, Redskin," like, yeah, I feel like that would, like, that's some offensive ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, "Hey, Redskin," like, but what's wrong? That's the name of the team. Like, nah, my nigga, what you call it? Like, "Hey, blacks," like, come on, that's the same. Like, "Hey,
Hey,
black
blackface.
skin," like, yeah, like, nah.
Hey, blackface.
That's nah. When you think about it like that,
Okay.
it's like that's come on. Let's change that shit, bro. Like we don't win. Like the jerk, like all that shit lame. The color, like man, we can change, bro. We can use the change.
Just to play devil's advocate, there has also been Native Americans who argue that I was listening to a podcast and there were Seattle fans at a Redskins game in Seattle jerseys, but had pendants with the Redskins logo on it. And their response to wearing these was like, this is really the only representation of us that isn't a smiling face with a feather in our head. Cheesing. And but if you think about it, the Cleveland Indians,
Yes.
think of all the
No,
other,
So are those okay?
Native American
No,
mascots.
and they about to change the name.
Everybody
But-
changed the name of the Indians,
But I
too.
say all that to say they were saying that, you know,
This makes us look like this gives us
this,
pride.
This gives us representation, and they wore that pendant over top of the Seattle Seahawks jersey. They were Seattle fans,
and they wore those
and they
up.
wore it because he said I think it was his grandmother or
So-
mother or some on the reservation was making those pendants.
Right.
And there was a couple other people who said it was like, you know, it's the last representation of like the Native American culture within sports for people that people would see.
So what about could we do the Washington Natives? Like would that like if you really
I
think
think-
about
I think
that would
at
be
this
hard
point-
as hell
at this
because
point
we
now-
could wreck that shit. Like in the city, not to cut you off, good
Because
brother,
we are the
but
nation's capital.
right, we are the nation's capital. We are natives of the city, and that is still giving love and shout out to the Native American.
It could be taken as
So what's the logo gonna be?
it's saying that Washington D.C.
Same
are the
thing.
natives, and there's no Native Americans here in D.C.
No, but if you
it
give,
could be taken as just like the Redskins name, it could be taken like, I guess you have to change it because if it's offensive to one group of people, then that's one group too many.
right.
So
I agree with that.
You have to change it. I get that, and personally at this point, I'm for anything because I feel like low key maybe the team is cursed behind the name, and I'm willing to do anything to change the luck that the team has had over the past 20 plus years.
True, and the thing is, with that, it's been the Redskins since the beginning, and we've won 3 Super Bowls. So it's like we can't claim
but
that.
You know, people didn't get woke until 2000.
So just because we got woke, so when we weren't woke, it was bad.
Yeah, when we weren't woke, there was no curse.
Yeah.
When everybody was asleep, there was no curse.
It's all good. Change that shit. Change.
But in a bigger thing, because I mean, I feel like we all agree that the name should be changed.
How you feel?
Man,
Talk about it. Talk about it. Talk about it, Lou.
You don't agree?
This is what we
Please,
love. This is what we
please,
love.
please,
This is
let us
what
know.
we love. Yes, talk about it, Lou.
I like the name. I don't know. When I say it, it's not racially charged.
When I say nigga, it's not racially charged either.
Exactly.
I just mean you my nigga.
I understand people might feel away. I like the name. I like the name, man. But I like the natives too. That's the first time I heard that. I really like the natives.
I literally made that was freestyle up the dome.
The natives, man.
The natives.
I
Watch the natives,
I
man.
feel like you have to get away from all aspects.
I don't want to get
I
away.
think that too. That's the same thing.
Yeah,
People
it's
be
the
like,
same
that's
thing.
too close.
That's too
close.
much.
That's
That's
too
too
close,
much.
man. It's
I
too
like
close.
the natives.
I'm saying natives is too close.
You like it, but you're not Native American.
I
I feel like the same people.
That's what I'm saying. We not tapping into that
But
right
you know what
now.
I mean?
We not tapping into that right now.
My
We
people
not
from
tapping
Florida,
into that
dog.
right now. You know what I mean?
You feel me?
But do you identify with the tribe? Do you?
Ah.
Yes or no?
Do I identify? I'm native to this land.
Y'all my tribe.
That's what y'all native to this land. I'm native to this land.
And that's what I'm saying. Like,
I'm native to this land.
Period.
I'm native. Hey yo,
but
I ain't have to sail over here and like discover nothing, dog. My people was already over here, man.
So you think it should stay something Native American theme?
I
Just
would
a little
love
more
that.
respect.
Yeah.
I feel like because my whole thing
Yo, people say they don't like it.
piggybacking off of
Change
piggybacking off of
change.
what you were saying about the Native Americans that were at the Seahawks game. If like wiping out the Redskins and the whole representation of a strong, proud Native people of this country doesn't do any good for the Native people of this country. Make them a stronger representation, show that, and still give homage and pay the homage to them, but make it less offensive. It's not hard to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can be unoffensive.
Name it the Red Hawks.
But the Red Hawks,
That's a tribe. That's an actual tribe.
So
Native American tribe, Red Hawks.
So the Red
like
Hawks.
that.
I heard the Red. I heard Red.
They said
Tails
Red
and shit.
Tails.
I don't like that.
I personally think you gotta just
Red ass.
just-
That's what I was thinking.
just for
Red eyes.
just for trying to get not having to be any confusion, because at this point you're tiptoeing a very fine line. Anything can be taken out of context because of the history, because of where you come from. So I feel like you kind of got to go totally off
from
Native American like theme. So my personal suggestion, I was just on an interview with Fanatic, Sports Fanatic.
Shout out to
Okay.
Sports Fanatic.
Sports
Sports
Podcast.
Fanatic!
Shout out to Sports Fanatic podcast. Much love.
Please check them out for all your sports needs. Very good content. But I was on there when we were talking about that, and
Okay.
I think personally to honor the past and the future, you could go with the Hogs.
Plug it up.
The Hawks.
Hogs.
The Hogs.
Or the
I'm not mad at
or
that.
the War Hogs.
I'm not
But
mad
see,
at
the
that.
thing
The
is,
Hogs pays tribute to past success of the Redskins.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people called them, just referred to the team as the Hogs. More than the Redskins.
I like that.
And that way you pay homage to the past and you start something anew.
Now the only thing with that is, especially in the current climate of the culture, is that 2 is Hogs, too close to Pig, or too close to 12.
No. Now you're
but people will do
That's
that.
a reach.
I'm telling you, the streets will do that.
That's a reach.
No.
And it's only
The
going to be
streets,
a Twitter topic
Hogs
for a day.
and pigs.
No, it's going to be a Twitter topic for a day.
I feel it though.
Everyone loves
because
Puma,
your
warthog.
mascot's not gonna look like a pink pig.
I'm not that excited to have a pig or a hog.
It's going to be Puma.
A hog and a pig
Lion
are two
King.
different
It's
things.
gonna be Pumbaa.
Thank you.
I don't want to see. I want to see an Indian
That's still ugly, but
throwing a spear.
How offensive is that?
That's pride.
I
He's
wanna see
probably
a black
protecting his land.
You wanna, yeah, basically that's what you said.
He's protecting his tribe, yo.
Protecting his land.
Eating some corn too?
That's what they ate.
Oh, God.
Next.
Cancel.
All right.
That's how they
Cancel
survive.
culture. Hey,
Yes.
so
That's how
how
they
y'all feel
survive.
about cancel culture?
Y'all wild as shit.
Oh,
Nah, but really, that's how they survive, though.
oh my
Yes,
God.
but
Why are we gonna? No. But
Next.
why are we gonna take the things that we do and let people switch them, and then we don't like them, like watermelon? Like
I don't
people, a
like
lot of
them.
people, black people don't eat watermelon because they think they're gonna be judged. But watermelon's
We
good.
call each other niggas, but if let a white person call us nigga, we got a problem.
But is that
We're
on the
not
same
Native
level as
Americans.
watermelon?
No, but what I'm saying is in relation to calling them Redskins. It's the same thing as a
I'm
white
not
person
saying
calling
that.
us niggas.
I'm talking about the corn bit. But that's what they ate. That's how the white man
they eat
survived.
maize, actually.
That's how the white man survived. But we can move on though, yo.
Next.
Next.
Thank you.
Next.
Oh man. Oh, I love this. This is the energy right here. All right, I have a question, right?
Okay.
This is everything. Ooh, there's a couple things. Oh shit. There's been a storm, a goddamn kerfuffle on goddamn on the internets, man.
I like that word.
And we gotta discuss it. We are responsible podcasters. We gonna discuss this
Damn it.
shit. Apparently, the whole world has just gotten on to the Glizzy thing.
Hot dogs?
The Glizzy thing, man. Calling the hot dog the Glizzies,
I
man.
saw that.
Yeah.
Y'all already know my thing about the Glizzy gang and the Glizzies. I have my own.
We
opinion.
know
Lizzos?
it. We know it, but Mook, we taking this. This is the day. This is the motherfucking time. This is what we discuss. Talk about it, Mook. Break it down, Mook. I'm gonna give you. You have all the camera time too. This is your thoughts and your thoughts.
You're a close-up, director.
Go.
So yes, please break it down.
Conspiracy Mook entering, and I feel like if you're a part of the Glizzy gang here in DC, you're gay.
Cause you like hot dogs?
What's going
The
on?
Glizzy gang?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Glizzy gang, shy
Nah.
hot dog.
What?
What?
What's going
Shy dick
on
nigga.
Isn't that
right now?
Shot Glizzy?
Go get spicy.
Oh, yikes.
Damn, so the Glizzy gang
What's
is
going
the
on
big
out
gang.
here?
Yeah.
It's about to be OTD version.
I can't say that out loud.
What's going on out here?
Glizzy's about dicks, right?
So listen.
Hot dogs.
Glizzies are referred to as hot dogs.
And
Yeah.
you can't eat the
Well,
hot
Glizzy's
dogs.
Or an
that
extension on your gun,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Glizzy is a
which they
I don't
often
work-
call
I don't
a
know.
dick.
I feel like
Listen, I think
I'm gonna put my dick in your mouth,
Uh-huh.
Glizzy gang.
Put my gun in your mouth.
GG. Yeah.
That's what they mean.
They shoot off too, huh?
Hey!
Wow!
you heard it here first, everybody.
Oh boy! It's
We're getting crazy, y'all.
kind of hectic. It's getting kind of hectic. I dare wait on this with the book. My sons. Oh boy! But Jane, would you like to give some insight to the whole situation in real time? All jokes. Y'all know we having fun out here, man. Y'all know, you know what I'm saying? It's all well and good, you know what I'm saying? Whoopie whoop whoop, all that shit.
Nah, that Glizzy shit is the funniest shit in the world.
Oh my God.
The Glizzy shit has made hot dogs the most uncomfortable situation. Eating a hot dog, the most uncomfortable, funny situation in cookout history.
Oh my God.
Because if you get caught scarfing down the Glizzy,
especially on camera.
On camera.
Oh my God.
And now that it's like a universal, like now it's a nationwide thing where people know what you're talking about when you say Glizzy. Like, and when you're scarfing down one. Don't let it be.
Cool.
Don't let it be a naked Glizzy, no bun.
No one eats naked Glizzy.
Shit. I've seen it.
No.
I've seen it.
No one eats
Hey,
that.
man.
You gotta have a well-dressed Glizzy. You gonna eat a Glizzy, dress that dog.
No.
Oh!
Dress that dog.
I done seen some niggas take some raw dog Glizzy.
Dress that dog.
Oh boy.
Go ahead, give me with the condiments. I don't even want the Glizzy, you don't come with the accessories, okay?
Hey!
Trying to cut them carbs.
My Glizzy got
They the same niggas that eat hamburgers by themselves.
Oh man.
Naked burgers.
Oh, shit.
Naked chicken.
Ain't nobody doing it.
Hey man, they out here
Ain't
scarfing
nobody
them
eat no
down.
good. No, ain't nobody eat no naked Glizzy.
If you a grown ass man,
You seen
eat
the
that
man,
hot dog, bro.
Spit up a whole Glizzy? The hot dog eating nigga?
He spit it up?
Yeah. Whole Glizzy.
On TV, I bet.
I don't
No,
want
the shit was online. Isn't it like the national like hot dog?
The hot dog, the Nathan.
The competition.
Yeah.
Joint. Yeah, nigga just.
Oh nah.
Don't take me eating nothing, man.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Get your camera
You
out
eat
my
the
face,
Glizzy
bro.
whole.
If you want,
Eat the whole Glizzy.
if you want a real fight, bro, like put a camera in me while I'm eating.
Facts, man.
Like
Smack
if
the
you
phone
really
down.
want me to like,
You just gotta
if
do
you want
something,
your
man.
issue like right, if it needs to happen right now, my nigga, like you have a whole issue, bring camera to my face
Respect.
while I'm eating some food, my nigga, because I'm gonna handle you.
It's a little
I'm
weird.
gonna do it
You
fast.
better be
little
break
weird.
that hot dog off in pieces,
Bro.
That's even worse, because somebody gonna say, yo, like it's always somebody you gonna go to
I like hot dogs.
Ain't nothing worse than
Y'all
nigga
all
I
doing
like
eat
hot
y'all
dogs.
Glizzy's confidently.
Ain't nothing worse than nigga doing this.
The back. The back and the bottom.
Oh, them on the base.
Hey, yo. If you watching me eat a hot dog, bro, hey, don't watch me eat my hot dog, bro.
From the base. Oh no!
I don't like it.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Hey, yo. Hey, yo.
All y'all better be eating y'all Glizzy.
Don't watch nobody eat a hot dog, bro.
Bitch, fully dressed up.
Don't. You better put that Glizzy
Hey,
in
If
that
I don't eat the motherfucking
in that bun. You better dress it up nice. I want to see it with the cheese and all the pink
Don't
skittles.
nobody
all
put
the
that
sauce.
cheese on a hot dog.
All the loot.
Yes.
Man.
You gotta have the beans, the chili.
Beans and chili. Oh, that's a whole different situation.
You gotta have the chili.
That's the bean dog.
The cheese,
Okay,
jalapenos.
okay.
That's a trip to the bathroom.
Respect.
Beans, chili.
Chili, you come with
Cheese.
beans, right?
Yeah.
Chili come with beans, right?
Chili bean.
You said beans and chili like they two separate. Like,
Chili
oh, you got beans on the
Hey.
side.
And I got I add the beans to my chili.
The chili come with the beans, so the chili, and then you had the cheese and
Right, the
some
7-Eleven.
jalapenos. Yes.
Yeah.
7-Eleven.
That big bite.
That sounds like you need
You
about
gotta bite it like this.
25, 35 minutes.
I take two big bites.
Hey, dog. If you a grown ass man, eat that hot
The
dog, bro.
extended bun. I don't want the shit off the
Eat
edge.
that shit up, B. Real rap, man. Come up under them rocks, man.
Extended Glizzy.
Come under that rock, dog.
You want the 12 inch.
The Glizzo Glock. I want it.
You want the Glock
The Glizzo.
Hey, man.
Glizzo. Oh boy.
That's one of them things.
Oh man. Oh man. Oh man.
If only we can make it this cool to shop. Only black people. We control the culture. Anything we do is fly. God damn.
Speaking of which, shout out to Blackout Tuesday that's going on today. If you're watching this live, I hope you were only spending your dollars with black businesses or not at all. Yeah. That's what we're doing today, July 7th. We're trying to show our true spending power.
Hey, say that.
So, you know.
And if you need a black business to fuck with tonight, you know what it is. You know what we're doing, man. Back at Felicity Bar and Lounge on 8th Street. I believe it's 711 8th Street. We on motherfucking 8th Street. You know what I'm saying? The northeast side of Washington, D.C. We having a good time. Come early, bring your mask. You get sanitized and you get temperature down as soon as you get in that motherfucker, you heard? So it's like, hey, come enjoy it. We got bottle specials, we got drink specials, we got table specials.
Is it rain?
Is that rain? No, I don't believe it's raining.
It sounds a little wet outside.
Yeah, it's wet out there.
Oh, it might be, but at the end of the day, by the time it stops, you know what I'm saying, this episode will stop. We'll all be in there ready for the streets to rock, you know what I'm saying? My man DJ Hollywood Reds, my favorite DJ in the city, I'm not going to hold you. Hope I don't get in trouble for saying that, but DJ Hollywood Reds, that's my nigga, man.
Hollywood!
DJ Hollywood motherfucking Reds, he's in there, you know what I'm saying? Bottle specials, drink specials all night, table specials. Get there early, limited capacity. The quarantine ain't over.
You're keeping it safe, man.
We partying with a purpose, and we partying safety, social distancing, and all that good shit.
Speaking of quarantine,
talk about
these niggas have been losing their mind in America.
Oh, in America, but can we talk about exactly where in America though? Florida. Texas.
California. Atlanta.
Oh, but can we stop it before we go any further? Can we stop at Atlanta? Because they are, it's a different level of crazy going on out there. And I have to talk about it. I got to touch on it.
Are we going to talk about the compound?
Yes, we are going to talk about the motherfucking compound. Nigga, what? Oh, my word. Jesus Christ.
Oh, look like the most dangerous fun I've ever seen.
Man, listen. So, if anybody's ever been to Atlanta, y'all know that, 3/5 of us, me being in, you know what I'm saying, we was here, but they knew about Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Y'all knew. So, down there, compound was a very, that was that like the exclusive club down there?
Compound was the best party I've ever been to. That club, I went to a party at Compound while I was in college, and it was the best party I've ever been to. Compound was luxurious, it was big, it was enough.
Big enough to fit a whole pool in there.
It was enough without the pool.
I didn't need a pool.
I never
I don't want a pool. You know what? But that's not the first party I've been to with a pool because we used to go to the
Atrium, nigga, the Atrium. Atrium,
dog. Take that good old shuttle down to the fucking Atrium.
40 minutes.
From the AUC.
Okay.
40 minutes,
they had
man.
a pool. So this is not the first time I'm seeing it. I'm just mad it's happening in 2020 because it could have happened back when I was in college.
What?
It could happen then. That's college.
Yeah.
But it's 2020 now.
Yeah, that looked like the most dangerous fun.
Oh my lord! In a pandemic,
if you had to go out, that'd be a way to go out.
Man, listen, I'm going out, man.
It looked like it stink.
It did.
You said what?
It looked like it stink.
I don't know. That motherfucking shit.
That shit looked like fun. If I was 26,
what?
27,
27,
I would have been out there risking it.
Yeah. So if y'all don't know what we're talking about, Atlanta, in Atlanta there's a club and it's called Compound. And Compound is one of the best clubs that Atlanta has to offer, and it's been that way. It's a legendary club. It is amazing. You know what I'm saying? Dreams have been made in Compound. You know what I'm saying? I saw one of the wildest fights of my life at Compound. Compound is the shit. In the middle of downtown Atlanta, Georgia. This weekend, I don't know whose idea it was, but they decided to put a pool in the club. And the footage...
I think I saw a clip of that.
Yes.
They do cruises as well.
Those say people do cruises?
Damn.
Wait a minute. Can't do that yet, man.
Wait a minute.
I seen somebody with his hands up like this behind the joint, man.
Oh man, I seen a nigga pull up a girl.
I seen it all. I seen it all. Bruh, it was like a 2-minute video, and the shit that was so wild, right? Of the clips, and one of my homegirls, who I know, I know her soul. You know what I'm saying? Like, she, she was saying some shit like, oh man, I'm so glad that I moved from, the A for all this crazy shit. But I know damn well, I know for a motherfucking fact that she would have been in there and she would have been on them same girls that she like, you know what I'm saying? Cause she one of the homies, you know what I'm saying?
Respect.
She one of the homies. Like she maneuvers, you know what I'm saying? She could maneuver and knows her way. I knew she would have been in there, but because she wasn't there, she said the hating jealous shit. You know what I'm saying?
Probably.
So you know you is. You know I love you. You know what I'm saying? But don't act like you wouldn't have been in that motherfucker turning that bitch out. You act like we would be in that motherfucker turning that bitch to a motherfucking goddamn show. You got me fucked up. You got me all the way fucked up. I know your soul. I know you. I know you. You know who would have been there and fucked that shit up. And I'm not gonna lie, if I would have been down there,
respect.
I don't know if I wouldn't have posted the videos.
Okay.
No, y'all missed it. I seen the stories when they were like, cause they had to delete the story. So y'all, like I relayed it to everybody after the stories were deleted, but I was told about it when the stories were still fresh. The stories were even wilder.
So, the separate stories.
So, like, the stories directly from the page as the shit was going on.
Oh, Lord.
Way, like, that shit was like a loop video.
That's what I'm saying.
Man.
It looked crazy.
Shit was
You
wild.
see your man at the hands on
Bro, I see, man.
Niggas was like, it was a nigga on all fours propping up another nigga that was laid back like this. While another girl was on top.
That's too much. I'm never that.
I'm never that guy.
Man,
my whole question.
Who's the man on all fours?
How do you dress
Crazy.
for a pool party at the club though? How you come out the house for the pool party in the club?
You just dress for a pool party. You don't dress at the club.
But wait, you gotta go home though.
Go home wet.
Whoa.
For what? For what?
You don't give a fuck. You don't even give a fuck. How you gonna get home? Shit, you gonna be drunk in the pool in the club. It's compound. Oh shit. See, that's why that shit kind of dangerous. Because if you don't have to think about none of that, I feel like that's the reason why niggas act right in the club nowadays. Sometimes, for the most part, because you gotta think about all the things that factor into this going into the night. I gotta get dressed. I gotta smell nice. I got all these things. I gotta get there. I gotta get drunk. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I gotta try to be like cool with the ladies. I gotta do all this other stuff. I don't have no time to be worried about no nigga or doing nothing. This is just how I think people think. You know what I'm saying? I'm back out there.
Okay.
But this is how I think people think. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have no time to worry about, you know what I'm saying, the foolishness.
Right.
If I just had to put some goddamn swim trunks and a goddamn jersey or some shit to go to the club, it's cool. Because Compound has a dress code. It's a dress code to get in there.
You don't got no dress code for the pool party.
This is where it gets scary. That's where it gets scary. There's no dress code for the pool. You just come in whatever type, you know what I'm saying?
Really?
Whoop. Oh man, it's scary fun. I want to be a part of it. But I don't know.
But you see, on a regular day, no corona, I'm not at the pool at the club. I'm not.
So it's like you think it's amplified by the
because I
corona?
don't like indoor pools anyway. Those are cesspools.
Mm-hmm.
It just sounds dirty as fuck. It's warm as shit in there. Disease breeds in warm things and extremely cold things. No. Cold kills the germs. That's why jail's cold.
Heat kills it too.
But at where they at right now,
That's why jails are cold.
Oh my God.
that's why jails are cold.
You still got that
I know that for facts.
Oh man.
I lived it. So
Oh man.
I'm not going there because it just sounds like a lot of bacteria is growing inside this indoor pool. Indoor pools are lame.
I wouldn't want to.
Indoor pools are lame. Period. There's no you can't
I like to stay
in
dry
a
at the
pool.
party, man.
They're for children.
Like I said,
And you're a child if you're out at compound.
If I'm 26, 27,
A child.
28,
If I was there last week, I would have been in that bitch. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I would have been.
Must be lit.
29. I'm in there.
Must be
A
lit.
year ago we was 20.
No, 2 years ago.
If it's not
32.
not a pandemic,
32.
not a
No
pandemic, not a pandemic move.
No.
32 pandemic.
I got no
pandemic,
worries.
I'm in there.
I'm in
No,
there.
I'm going to a pool
32
party,
pandemic
but not
single.
a pool at the club.
Yeah, I
I
am.
feel that.
And the ratio's good.
I mean, for you, maybe, but I'm not into it because I already know the kind of crowd that's there and what they're expecting. I'm not going.
Yikes.
And
I'm not.
this is
It's
when
not
you
even
back
full
out the
party.
conversation.
Yeah.
Because you're on your own with that.
I'll die on that hill. That's what they're doing now, right? Dying on the
Dying
hill.
on the hill.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna die on that hill.
Dying on the hill.
No indoor
Damn
pool
it! I didn't want
parties for me.
to. Fuck.
Especially at the club.
It's an awful segment. I'm not gonna do that. We gonna take that shit because it wasn't. Like, it's just like, oh, me. No.
Where we headed next? We're at an hour.
We are at an hour. Oh, speaking on dying on that hill, Jeffrey Epstein's girlfriend said she's not dying on that hill. She said she gonna snitch. What's her name? Do y'all know that? Ooh, shit. Bah, 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 bah. Does anybody know her name? Maxwell. So,
Ghislaine or something.
yes, her ass has been apprehended. She's in custody now, and she said she's ready to snitch. And not only did she say she's ready to snitch, she said she's ready to give up big names. My question to you guys is, first and foremost, how do you feel? And then, do you think she's going to mysteriously commit suicide before she is able to give up the big names? Do you think it's going to be too much for her before she can spill some beans? Anybody, somebody, give me something.
No, she's not gonna die.
So she's not gonna die?
She got too much info.
That's why she may commit suicide.
No, I'm saying she's ready to expose.
I don't know. I gotta finish
Exactly.
watching the
That's
Epstein
why
documentary.
she may commit suicide. Suicide's coming.
Suicide is common.
They're going to unexpectedly find her, you
How
know.
does she name names?
No, bruh. She better have been naming names on the fucking car ride there. Literally,
That's not how you do. You gotta be like, yo, I got a little bit of info
no,
based
bro.
on the deal.
But
Yeah,
this is
I'm
what
gonna get
I'm
out
saying.
there.
Yes,
I'm
with
gonna
her
give
and
you an
this is
name
We're
after
right.
that.
That's how
this
you
is
do it.
why
That's
You
these.
can't spill it all because
But
you're gonna be like, we already knew that.
But this is why
I thought you was giving us
these
something.
air quotes.
I know y'all play, man.
Air quotes for all our listening audience, air quotes, Spotify and everybody who's listening to iTunes and everybody Apple are very important because it's like the suicide, just like Epstein's suicide, air quotes and all this shit, if y'all are listening to us. It's are they gonna get to her before she can spill beans?
They already know.
I would think so.
So there will be no. So alright, my question is, do y'all think that she'll actually be able to snitch? Like, do y'all think she'll actually be able to spill information about people before the people that are powerful enough to get to her get to her?
Yes.
The better question that maybe could be, if she do snitch, will it even make a difference?
And
Yes.
that will it make a difference?
I don't know.
Because they, you know what I mean, the puppets in position might be pawns of the president, and
That's what I'm saying.
You
feel
So what you think, Jen?
Conspiracy, Jan.
Big J.
Hey,
We don't know.
Oh shit!
y'all know?
We don't know.
What you think, Chris?
What?
Do you think she'll be
Nah,
able to?
She might make it.
Will she be able to spill
like she's
any
gonna make
beans and drop any big names before she
My nigga,
imaginally just?
she ain't making it, man.
Oh
I
shit!
think it's going.
Yo,
I think it's
gotta
going to
put
go
the
one
caller.
or two ways.
Yo, where she at?
She's either going to name
J
people
Pink.
that they want her to name,
Shit.
J Pink.
or it's going to be a suicide coming soon.
That's
Yo,
what,
nah,
and that's what I'm saying. What do you think will happen first? Like, is it gonna be suicide?
It depends on if
What
she
the
wants to
names?
name the names that they want to be named, or she wants to name the real name.
Okay, so I got another question. What name does she want to be named? What name do they want her to name, guys? Let's take it there. Let's take it there. Stop being pussy. What do What name do they want?
You
Come
name somebody. Oh man.
Answer the question with a question.
Name somebody.
Come on, man. Tell me something.
Name somebody.
Tell me something.
Name somebody.
They want Hillary. They want Donald, man. They want them both, man. Now you give me a name. That's not either of them. I'll give you two. What's up? Who they want?
Who they want?
Who they want?
Who they want? Hey.
Flip. Game over.
Hey, that was my
That
shit.
was my shit too.
That was
John
my
Doe.
Come on,
John
John Doe, bro.
That's who they get.
John Doe.
Man.
Oh Lord.
He
man.
gave two names.
I gave two names.
He gave
You
two,
hear it,
man.
right? You hear it. I gave two names.
Gave two, man.
If I die on this leg right here, if I die on this hill, my man said John Doe.
I like that shit.
He said John Doe.
Gave two names, Jack.
Give me two. Give me two.
Just to make it spicy.
Come on, man. I told him this week we getting spicy. We give them everything they want this time. They want
one.
They want politics. They want spice. They want music. They ain't even got the music yet. Huh?
Picks.
Mike.
You
Coming for you, Mike. Oh shit.
I wouldn't mind his name being in the book.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That would be complete.
Clean cut, Mike.
Did I mishear that?
Clean
that
cut
Will
Mike.
Smith was on that plane?
Did
I mishear that?
he was on the
plane
Stop it.
itinerary, like niggas that was on the plane.
Will was one of those.
I don't know. I could be wrong. Don't
never
quote
heard
me.
that.
I'm asking. Anybody else hear that?
I don't
hope
know.
not. I hope I'm
hear
wrong.
that at all.
I don't
Okay,
know.
maybe
Will
I'm
who?
wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I heard it was through a third party.
Man, damn.
That would be too much.
That would be too much. But
Right is right.
you
Maybe Will and Jada won there.
maybe, because Will and Jada.
Oh no, let's not even speak that.
Let's not speak that.
I don't know.
But at the end of the day, I'm glad you brought them up because they have been at the center of attention this past week. What time is it? We are an hour and 12 minutes into it. I feel like we're doing all right. You know what I'm
Doing
saying?
great. Jim walked up. Hey, well,
Jim was hey, well, you know
You know how to do it.
you know the game.
You know how we do it.
But yes, man. So freaking Will and Jada made it into the news recently. And August Alsina, first and foremost, let me first say that maybe I've not been well versed in all their movements, but I didn't know that there was like a whole I didn't know he was like the stepson, the adopted stepson.
I mean, yeah, but it was this whole rumor came out a couple years ago, and they buried it. And they blamed on him, his mental health issues, and he just wasn't all the way there. He was more of a family friend that they kind of took in, as opposed to Jada's fuck buddy.
Mm-hmm.
But this nigga August Alsina just doubled down and was like, "No, I love that woman. Will knew about it. We was fucking. She was the best thing that ever happened to him. He could die happy knowing that he had that love that he had with Jada."
He said all that.
Good for him.
Yeah, at the interview with Evangelina.
Yeah, okay, and the thing that was
She had
No,
enough
he
love
said
to
all
give.
that.
She had enough love to
No,
give.
no.
Or her husband wasn't missing
Wait a
nothing.
minute.
First of all,
Wait a minute. Wait, before we do anything, so is everyone well versed? Will, Jada, August, everyone's well versed out there, right?
I know enough.
Bet. Let's go.
all right.
Okay.
Now, if you're gonna enter a situation, you said you talked to Will. That's you admitting that you knew the situation. That she's married, she has a husband, they don't plan on splitting apart. So you just the dick in the room with Jada.
You were the dick in the room
All right.
with Jada, nigga.
Now,
Damn.
you knew your role,
You knew you, bro.
and so you caught feelings.
Nigga caught feelings, nigga.
And so
Nah.
once you started calling feelings and getting outside of your role, she had to cut you loose.
She had to cut your bitch ass loose, nigga.
That's how it went.
And then your messy ass, knowing that this is a private thing,
Messy
that's not
Marvin ass
supposed-
nigga.
that's not supposed to be out there like that. You want to make songs about her. You're doing interviews, with your
niggas got a press run about Jada
Keisha
pussy,
Cole
man.
twist outs and
Man,
scarves on
bruh.
your head.
Yeah, listen,
and two suits made into one.
Pillow.
And you want somebody
pillow talking chatty patty ass
and want to
bitch.
play victim.
Oh shit!
Take it to the streets.
Take it to the streets.
Like you was beaten. Like you're a battered spouse.
She fucked him. She fucked him.
Like nah, man, bro, man up.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah, man.
emotionally, he wasn't ready. He wasn't ready emotionally.
He should have never got into it.
Yeah,
then.
he shouldn't.
He didn't know.
He asked Will. He had to know. If according to his
thought he
story,
was.
according to his story.
Thought it was.
Yeah.
Fell in love.
Damn.
And now we here. Now
Spider-Man
you making,
sex
you
got
know,
caught up.
got interviews about it and everything.
The thing, all right, and so
He's just embarrassing himself.
this is the thing that's so bad.
Will's
right?
like, I don't know nothing about this.
Yeah.
That's
And
what
Will
Will said.
denied
They denied it all.
Will
Both of them.
denied it.
Will said,
Jada denied it.
Jada said
she
gotta
gonna take
it to the
herself.
table.
She gonna take herself to the red table talk, and she gonna motherfucking drag
Take
that young
herself to the
nigga,
table,
motherfucker.
Is she gonna have Willow interview her?
Yeah.
Or her mom?
Is Will gonna be there?
Mom is definitely gonna
Will
be
definitely not gonna be there.
Will gonna be there?
Willow.
Will actually should.
I need
Will
Will to
should
be there.
interview
Why
her
not?
about the situation.
Yeah.
That would be hard.
Will
Then fuck the whole
Will
game.
gonna
up.
be deep sea diving in
Man.
Antarctica.
Yeah. My man Will's gonna be like directing the camera and shit, but he's not even gonna be there. Like you say, he's not gonna be in the building, but you know what I'm saying. Bad Boy 7 is on the way. You know what I mean? Cause it's just wild. Like
You can hold that.
Like that shit is the whole situation. You know what I mean? Like that's why you just
If you're Will, are you upset?
no. Because even like if it's true that you gave the busing, you gave the busing.
No, but are you upset that it got out? That Jada let it get to this point for it to be this messy?
No, as long as he.
I'm upset because we had an agreement. Like, keep your shit under wraps.
But the only thing is, it's not like it's coming out of like the clear blue sky. You know what I'm saying? So everyone's always spoken about.
I think
the interview came out of the interview came out of the clear blue sky. But it's like, all right, like we know what it is.
Jada gotta keep her hoes in check.
That's
why I'm mad.
Watch
If I'm
your
Will,
bitch, man.
if
Watch your bitch, man.
If I'm Will, that's why I'm mad. Hey, man,
watch your bitch,
keep
man.
your hoes in line.
Like,
Jada.
all right, none of my bitch. I've been fucking these hoes for 30, 20, however long we been. Listen, me and my hoes ain't never jumped outside of the motherfucking. Get your bitch, man.
Your hoe out here doing
They
interviews,
doing
making
anything.
songs.
They doing anything. This motherfucking nigga doing anything.
Trying to get
and
the
shit.
attention, man. Respond back to me.
But
I gotta make a song about it. Now if you don't say nothing, want me to do
love
an interview.
me, love me,
Right?
Jada.
Now
See,
Jada
my
has
brother
to address it. So he really forced her hand. But what is she
Ooh.
gonna say during the interview? This never happened. She can't say that, right? You gotta address
She
it.
could.
What if she plays the mental health card?
She could easily
This-
play
this
it.
young man
And
needs
then
help.
you got Tiana. You got so many people that could attest for that nigga's mental health or lack thereof. That it's like, yo, he could get buried in this situation. August Alsina could get buried because the album dropped 2 weeks ago. You did his press run this week, and your numbers don't even. They could bury you if they
Then you
want
did
to.
all this shit right when your album dropped.
Yes,
It makes it
that's
even
the
more
worst part.
fishy.
If it would have been like I haven't been able to work on music because of the situation,
Right.
and like I need actual help, then it's like bam. But then you're trying to sell records, you're trying to get spins, and you have a song about this same situation on this shit. Like, come on, bro, this is phony. Like this
What
is
if he
phony.
only do interviews when he drop records?
Even worse.
my
That's
problem,
even
man.
worse. Cause it's like, all right, well, all this stuff I've been going
That
through this
interview
shit
had
for
nothing to. He didn't talk about his album at once.
like. You know what I'm saying? And niggas wouldn't even know
Angela
he
Lee
didn't.
joint. Angela
Yeah.
Lee joint.
He didn't even do a
That was
authentic
a
press
He
run.
he the male superhead now without a book. He just
And
made,
they can't write.
instead of a book, he made an album.
I think
can't
he
write.
loved that joint,
He,
man.
he
Right.
absolutely loved that journey, and he shouldn't. He shouldn't have.
And I think Jada loved him too, and like it's
I
just too
don't
messy.
think so. I don't think so. I think Jada dropped.
I don't
him,
know, man.
and
Them pictures
he
look
was
crazy.
Hurt people who try to hurt people.
She had the love. They had the love in their eyes.
Message.
So it just got messy. I think. I don't know, man.
Come on, fuck with the woo. Can we talk about Pop Smoke album and shit? Fuck Jada and all that motherfuckers. Listen, shout out to Jada. You turn that nigga's life out and shit. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? That shit
Turned him out. She probably turned him out, man. She probably told the nigga how to live better. Everything. She probably turned him out, man. Put him on some books.
Hey man, that whole pussy party changed his life.
Jada's bad, bro.
That season box.
Jada bad, bro.
We gotta talk about something.
That's maturity. that's wisdom.
Nah, though, but on some real shit.
That's veteran box. Alright, I'm stopping talking about it.
With an old head joint, it be more than just sex, though, bro. It be more than just sex. With a youngin', it be sex and it be all that shit. But with an old head joint, it be more than that, bro. It be chemistry. It be building.
Building.
You be building that joint. Real life.
Building the pussy.
No, that pussy's already built. What you mean?
Construction.
You walk into a fully furnished mansion. That shit is already furnished, built. Somebody lived in there already.
All utilities included, pussy.
All utilities included.
He's trying to build a utopia. We can all live like that.
That's just a compound.
She loves me.
He liked her. He loved her. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, what you going public for, man?
That's what I'm saying,
You
bro.
look crazy.
Yeah, man.
Nobody said
You're supposed to know the rules of engagement.
You gonna do the interview about it, and now, you know, of course, Will and Jada gonna be like, nah. You know what I'm saying? But this whole issue was just crazy, man. I thought he had I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, I feel like I feel like some part of it was to promote his new album, but off of that shit, back to the Pop Smoke album. Everybody hear that?
Pretty good.
Not a Pop Smoke fan?
Hey, Chris, man.
Yo, where you been, dude? Chilling?
Hey, play that.
I've been listening to City Girls.
Oh my God! You listen to Pop?
Not them.
You didn't listen to Pop Smoke? We listened to
I
Pop
listen
Their
to
album
Pop
go
Smoke.
to.
Listen to Penny.
Well, I listen to
Not
City
them.
Girls.
I have
That
not
shit
listened
go
to the
up.
City Girls album, but I
That
have
shit
listened to
It's
that.
better than their last one. It go
Is
up.
it better? Is it better?
Yep, they got better.
What are you talking about?
Same shit. Minus the scam.
Scamming
I feel like
niggas.
less scam, more like nigga with money. Like not necessarily a scam nigga, but a nigga with money.
Yeah, fuck with the
Yeah.
woo.
6 figure.
8 figure.
8 figure.
That's my type. That's my type. Shout out to Sweetie. Sweetie.
Okay. Alright. I like that. But I have to address the 8-figure situation. Ladies, it sounds good because it rhymes. 8-figure nigga is my type. But at the end of the day, your motherfucking, the number and figure and nigga is still gonna rhyme. So like, you can be honest, you know what I'm saying? 8-figure niggas are not, like, how many have you met? You know what I'm saying?
Shoot for the moon, bitches.
Yeah,
Don't listen to this
shoot
nigga.
for the moon. Shoot for the moon.
Yeah.
But understand.
How many 8-figure niggas are messing with your broke ass?
Literally, you don't know these 8-figure niggas, and they're not your type, and you're not their type. That's the real thing, right? Like,
that's my type.
That is your type, but that type is not. That you're not their type. That's all I'm saying.
You're right.
That's the difference. That's your type, but you're not their type. They're not checking for you. I don't. We do.
Or you're playing the August Alsina type role.
You don't know.
Or you say, I was in love. This nigga showed me bank accounts I ain't never seen in my life.
Like a bunch of shit y'all don't know. And I know
Shit,
y'all
but
don't
we
know.
know them 8-figure niggas. We
You
know
don't
them too.
know.
And we know that you are not their type, but I love you.
You're not talking
you.
to me.
I'm not talking
I'm not
about
taking
you.
this personally.
You know
He's not
that.
talking to
You
me.
know that. But
You don't know.
11.
You don't know.
Because you're a faithful black woman.
We know we're not talking about you. We know we're not talking about you.
I don't take nothing
We
personal,
know.
y'all say.
We know.
I know better than that.
But the ones that are screaming, 8-figure
niggas,
niggas,
that's my type. No, come on.
They're the same one with their lights on.
Come on, man. Hey, man, say, man, I just want to listen. Nice. Exactly. Speaking of that, I don't even know if we talked about it last topic yet, but hey,
We're gonna skip over the woo.
Yes.
All right.
Dope.
It was dope. It was really dope.
I'm messing with it.
Check it out. The joint with 50 and Roddy Richards, I feel like my favorite. I like the snitching joint.
We gotta hear from the rapper, man. We gotta hear from the rapper. Oh, we gotta rap.
I'm an artist, dog. I'm an artist. I'm an artist.
Quavo feature. Alright.
Huh?
You about to leave?
I want to.
Why? You triggered. Oh boy.
I will keep it with you.
Two Virgils.
Really?
You know what? Where y'all going?
I don't want to go there. I don't feel like going there today. I don't feel like going there. Oh shit. I love it. I love it. How you feel about the album?
Oh, I didn't hear the pop joint yet, but I'm a tune in.
So much for rappers not.
Yo, this shit was hard though.
Hey,
That shit was
you're gonna
hard.
like it. When
Hey,
you listen to it, you're gonna love
R.I.P.
it.
Pop Smoke.
R.I.P.
That shit was his sound. You know what I'm saying? All the young dudes, you know, following behind him. 50 did him justice, man. He executive produced that joint. He did him
My
justice.
best friend for real, Jack.
Everybody on that shit.
You're gonna love it. He tapped into a point.
That's hard.
He brought. I understand now why 50 took him under the wing like he did. If you like 50's first album, if you like 50 as an artist, it's like what it was supposed to be. You know what I mean? And it sucks that we won't get the. I mean, there's a lot of songs, but the progression of that artist, it sucks that we won't get to see that.
Favorite track on the joint? What's your favorite track?
I like
Mini Men joint.
The Woo. I like the Mini Men joint. I like the For the Night joint with Lil Baby and the Baby. I like the Snitching joint with Quavo and Future. And I feel like there's two more joints.
Oh,
Okay,
The
now
Tiger
boy.
too. But
That's a super glizzy.
Who's just about to leave, bro? Chill, bro. Chill, bro. Chill, bro.
Hold on, wait.
Oh no!
They doing that for fun.
No.
Oh no!
No,
My man got his hands free. Look at Yo, oh no!
Nah, man.
Oh,
Dave Ruffin, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Dave Ruffin. They just did the they just did the Are You Jonin' joint with all the funny niggas. Shout out to Rob, shout out to McKinney, shout out to Loso, shout out to Davey, you know what I'm saying? All them niggas super funny, should be coming on soon and shit. The City Girls album, I haven't listened to the whole thing, but that motherfucker in the club, that shit
I'm
dope.
loving it.
I don't know. It's not for me.
The thing
You
is,
gotta
it's
listen
just
to it
cause
one
No, but I'm just saying
When we
their
go-
music is not for me.
when we
I don't
go,
wanna hear
You're
what
not
they're
their
talking about.
audience. You're friends.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Like,
saying.
good
That's what I'm
message.
saying. So it's
You're
like,
giving to the
but
same.
the only thing, and even Benny the Butcher said it. I seen him tweet it like yesterday. Nigga asked him what he want, what song of his they want him to play in the strip club. He was like, nigga, keep playing that City Girls. Don't play it on my fucking records in this bitch. So it's like that chick in the club. Felicity tonight. 5 p.m. to 12 tonight. We playing a whole bunch of City Girls shit, and that's all I want to hear in the club. You know what I'm saying? City Girls. I want to hear, a couple of Pop Smoke records. And I want to hear stuff that's going to make the ladies feel real good, you know what I'm saying? Make them, want to get active, feel, super free. Make them want to, like, yo, you dancing real hard. You look like you parched. Would you like a beverage? You know what I'm saying? Like, that type of situation. Like, you know what I mean? That's the type of shit. Actually, if you have an Apple Watch, a little gem for the day, you know what I'm saying? If you have an Apple Watch, you can go on your Apple Watch.
Physique talk.
Physique talk, you know what I'm saying? May represent Physique talk. If you haven't checked me out on Instagram, check me out, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, there's a couple of, you understand why I can say this. But if you go on your Apple Watch, if you got an Apple Watch, you can goddamn clock your dancing. You feel me? When you're in the club.
Okay.
as workout. Listen, that's a workout too, baby. You know what I'm saying? Turn that motherfucker on. Go in your shit. Check out the workout. Dance. That's the whole thing. Dance your ass off. Burn calories at the same time.
Yeah.
Make nigga work. Physique tip. You feel me? That's how we going.
Oh,
Straight like
shit.
that. Physique tips. You know
Physique
what I mean?
tip.
You know what I'm saying? Straight like that and a whole
Like
bunch of
I
other
did
things. You know what I mean?
Hey, yo, beard tips coming soon.
Beer
y'all.
tips too. Beer
Yeah.
you know, beer
You know
tips.
how we do it.
Beer tips, you know what I'm saying? We outside with it. We outside getting live with it.
Yeah.
Move right along though.
Okay.
The Jada and Fab versus, I loved it.
Okay.
I just want to say, I don't know if everybody saw it.
No, I enjoyed it.
You didn't see it?
I wasn't checking for Fab or Jada. I mean, I like Jada, but I'm not checking for him. No, I wasn't looking.
Top
I didn't wanna
5
go
dead
to
or
that-
alive?
I didn't want to go to that party. I didn't want to go to that party. I
You would have enjoyed it.
Okay.
I probably would
It
have.
was.
But,
and
you
Jada
know,
was drunk,
but you
so
know,
Jada-
like,
Oh, about to get Jada drunk tonight,
The
baby.
tri-state
Let me
parties.
talk. Let me talk.
The tri-state parties back in the day weren't really my style.
No, I can agree with you. I'm not a big New York music fan, so I feel you there. But I enjoyed myself. I enjoyed myself.
A little throwback.
Because at first I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna watch it, but I started watching it and like drunk Jada made it so much more enjoyable. He made it fun.
He did look fun.
He was fun.
He was my
fun.
favorite.
I've been him in the club.
Was he just vibing or was he tore down drunk?
He was drunk, but he wasn't like, I don't know where I'm at drunk. It's just I know I'm drunk and I don't care and I'm gonna have a good time.
It
Drunk.
just looked like he was smiling. I don't think people are used to seeing a black man smile. Like, because he's smiling, he's drunk. I don't know. It looked like he was just having a good time.
But now he was
drunk.
lit.
He was
He
drunk.
was lit?
He was lit. He was lit.
Okay.
He was definitely lit.
The comment.
He was
the
stopping.
comments during
He was
the
stopping
show.
Fab song. He's like, hold, cut this up. I'm gonna tell you.
Oh, yeah, I saw that shit.
This is my brother. He gonna play this at my wedding. And whenever I get married, he gonna play this.
Yeah.
Cause I love this song. This is my favorite song. Hold up, Fab. Hold up. This is my favorite song. Like over and over. He was the drunk nigga at the party.
Yeah,
but
nah.
he was
Respect.
he was a fun drunk nigga, and Fab was like the sleepy drunk nigga.
Okay.
The weed verse, like the memes off that shit was
Okay.
amazing.
That's interesting.
Absolutely amazing. But you know, I've
It was a
been
good time, though.
that Jada drunk
Okay.
before it was Jada drunk. You know what I mean? Like last week, I was Maddie drunk. You know what I'm saying? Like it was that happy before it gets crazy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But he was able to keep that Jada.
Respect.
Fuck Mook too. Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck Mook.
Oh, no,
with
what's
that
good?
goddamn.
We're ready to play the Grammy music. Hey, wrap it up, B.
Oh,
Crazy.
In 2 hours.
no,
See,
We
I
out
knew
30.
this was going to happen.
Oh shit. Nah, we good though. We ain't even. I feel we got like one more thing. But yeah. Let's see. Oh shit. But that Jada jump was lit. Though.
Okay, I
fuck
believe
with
it.
I give Jada definitely the W. You know what I'm saying?
Alright.
I definitely didn't think it was. I didn't think it was gonna be that much of a landslide like it was. But Jada motherfucking pinpointed that shit, and you know,
Who won?
huh? Jada won.
Jada won.
Jada white Fab, and it's crazy
He kind of
because
smoked Fab.
yeah.
Because Fab's selection was terrible.
yeah,
Jada won and didn't even play
Fab
wild.
got a lot of girl drinks too.
yeah.
He didn't play a lot of them drums.
And he should have. Fab could have gotten so many of his like he could have really smoked Jada.
That
but
4
it's
minutes
like,
of hits that they played after the joint was over, they should have played all of
all
those
them
songs
joints,
they
and
played.
it would have been closer.
It would have been way closer, but Jada came out with a plan.
Fab got joints though.
Fab has a lot of joints, but niggas didn't realize how many joints Jada had.
Yeah, I feel like that's
Jada got him.
Jada has so many joints.
So many joints.
Like that shit is
Features,
crazy. And
group
he really
songs.
like he studied that. So like that top 5 that are alive, like you can't deny it. Like that
it
nigga's
was
crazy.
truly like what happens when you're unprepared and prepared.
Yeah, and that's the difference. On skill level alone, if it's like 2 boxers in a round, whoever trained for the fight is gonna win that shit. And that's what that shit was. The next one that is being spoke about, and I'm super excited about if it can happen.
Okay.
T.I. versus 50 Cent, and T.I. is calling out 50 right now. He's been last couple of days, his 50th birthday yesterday, I believe.
Interesting.
And he's been
T.I.
called.
might sweep him.
He would.
T.I.
Mook, how do you feel about that, Mook?
About what?
T.I. versus 50.
I'm into it. I show up to that party.
Who you got? Who you giving that one to?
I want to give it to 50 Cent, but I feel like T.I. is really gonna win. Like, I want 50 Cent to win because I like 50 Cent's early work, but T.I. probably got hits I don't even remember.
Facts. That's a fact.
That's the thing. When
Rubber
T.I.
band,
start playing,
man.
I'm gonna be like, oh my god, I love T.I.
And we was in that motherfucking mix too and shit. Like,
Man, I'm right, 45
in the other hand. Speaking of that, yeah.
T.I. was that nigga, though.
Wait, oh!
50, no disrespect to 50, because 50 got joints, bro.
No, he definitely got drunk too, but I just feel like I'm gonna have a better time when T.I. plays his
Yeah,
shit.
most definitely.
And T.I.'s going, like, that's gonna be one of them joints where not only are you gonna get the songs, but you're gonna get the animation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would want to see that. That's gonna crack that'll crack 1 million views on whatever platform, because like those are both two very animated guys with respect for each other, but also, you know, the king of the South and you know, the king of New York for you know what I'm saying, whatever. So I want to see it happen, and T.I.'s he's been pushing for it. You know what I'm saying? Before that, they were talking about T.I. and Ross. Which one do you think would be a better, like, competition wise though, like T.I. versus 50 or T.I. versus Ross? Luke, what you think?
T.I. 50. Just because they're not in like the same group, like they're not in the same genre, like they're not the same group of people, so it'll actually be a battle.
Right.
Versus like you play Ross and T.I., they're friends. Like this is the same shit, like same type of hype that's gonna come with it. So give me something, give me a little battle.
I feel like T.I. and Ross will probably be closer.
Closer as far as music wise, as far as quality
As
music.
far as like head to head, I feel like it'll be a harder decision to figure out who won each round.
I would go
As
with Ross.
opposed to, I feel like with T.I. and 50, either going to be with 50 or not.
Ross got so many joints, man.
T.I. and Ross, they got a lot of like records that can go head for head. Like, okay, you gonna play this type of record, Ross gonna have another type of record for that record, and that aspect is gonna be it'll be closer head to head if you're going type of record for type of record.
Right.
I feel like they have both different types of records, but are kind of in the same like lane.
Right.
Almost.
And you can, and even some of them joints probably have the same features. Like you might, you could literally probably take like T.I. and Ross and swap them out and have the same features on a situation. That's a situation where they'll group, and nowadays they're grouping artists like Lil Baby and the Baby together, or Lil Baby and Gunner, or Thug and like YSL is killing the feature game right now. You know what I'm saying? YSL, Griselda is killing the feature game, but a lot of those artists, when they come into the fold, they go through this same formula. You know what I'm saying? So they'll have the exact same, like some of these albums, literally you can switch out the thing and they're different songs, but it's the exact same formula. You know what I mean? So it's very interesting. I want to see T.I. I swear, I think T.I. is my favorite Atlanta rapper of all time. Rapper. Just rapper. Like, when I think about it in hindsight, I didn't have to get hit to T.I. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have to learn to like T.I. I'm not going to lie, like, I had to learn how to like Gucci. You know what I'm saying? I had to learn how to like Jeezy. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't...
I always like Jeezy.
Like, but the thing was...
I like Jeezy from the first time I met him at Club Miami. I dapped him up.
But
this nigga had pillow hands.
Exactly.
This nigga ain't working day in his life.
And the thing that's funny is...
this nigga ain't lift anything. This nigga just selling... but out here.
But even that, it was like, yo, maybe it was the, like, not trying to slow it down and dumb it down. Like, Andre and T.I. are my favorites because that shit was, they was trying to be complex. Like, they wasn't trying to, like, alright, I'm gonna try to, like, be this type of way so these niggas can catch on, so let me slow it down and, you know what I'm saying, say shit a type of way. But I grew to like the Gucci's, you know what I'm saying, and the Jeezys and shit like that. And Jeezy was probably first, and then Gucci after. But Gucci, once I realized what that was, bro, that nigga, like, that was the shit. But T.I. above all that shit, because that nigga had both. That nigga had vernacular, and that shit was spectacular. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm a probably always ride with Tip on in that regard. But I fuck with that shit, man. But it's coming soon. I see it building up. We got just two more things. I'm not gonna listen. I know Mook, you better go. I feel the energy. I feel it. There's a couple things that still need to be discussed. DJ Academics and Freddie Gibbs. Oh boy, have y'all heard? Oh man. So Academics and Freddie Gibbs have been going at it for a little while. Freddie Gibbs, you know, he's a friend to the show. He's a friend to the whole AWOL thing, and he has been going to Academics' neck for a good little while now. And it turned. He actually ended up resulting in Academics getting suspended from Complex and banned from Twitch because he was talking crazy about Chrissy Teigen and a whole bunch of other folks and shit like that. But man, I'm just gonna say I love it. You know what I mean? I love it. We gotta get too deep into it. Has anybody seen what's been going on?
DJ Academics doing more bitch shit.
Yeah, he's being a whole bitch ass nigga.
Oh shit.
You know what I'm saying? Hoe else nigga. Man, that nigga's a hoe. You are a hoe, Academics, and listen, I'm ready. We ready for smoke anytime you want. But yeah, like, you know, it's just that. And Freddie, you know, has been, you know, making it, putting the whole hardcore press on, making sure that niggas get canceled. Meek has also been in that situation. So it is the you know, time to get Academics the fuck up out of here. And I am fully with that campaign. So you know what I'm saying? Gym Class is not fucking with Academics either. Or at least I'm not. I don't know. You don't fuck with them either, do you? DJ Academics? I know you know. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. We also do not endorse you. You bitch ass nigga you. And that is what it is. Kanye is running for president. So how y'all feel?
That's crazy. That's a crazy idea.
Poppycock.
I can't see that after seeing him in Donald Trump's office talking about the airplane.
Kanye West cool with me. I never cancel him, but he's not about to be my president either.
Right.
He's a cool guy.
Nigga already told me he knows nothing about politics, so why would I vote?
I mean, neither did Donald Trump, so.
Let me see where we got that one. So, yay, I love you, man. You know what I mean?
At least Kanye can get the people to come out.
Man,
no.
Coming soon.
I would like to hear what he has to say.
I want to hear what he has to say, and I'm going to reserve my my thoughts until I hear anything else. I'm highly like I don't know. It's fucked up because it's like, damn. I would always want to vote for Kanye for president. I'm going to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that was an option, I would always want to do that. Even though that's not even really real. Like, it's a lot of extra shit. But it's like, I'm not going to lie. Like, I would always want to do that. Because if my vote's not going to matter anyway, then, like, I would love to vote for Kanye. But, shit just seems a little like if he would have done this 2016 or maybe before, maybe it kind of seems like it mattered. Even though in my heart of hearts, I still feel like it's gonna be some fuck shit. So it might as well. But hey, I'm not telling you to do that. I'm telling you to be responsible, do your research, and move forward like that. I'm not endorsing nobody. I'm not unendorsing anybody on this shit. You feel me? He did drop a new song with Travis Scott. Check that out if you want to. I'm not going to go through the breakup protocol because it's unnecessary. You feel me? We discussed what we discussed already. You know what I mean? Check it out. Check it out. Watch my moves if you need to find that out.
I think we good, man.
I feel like we are good. I do want to. There is one thing I do want to bring up though. I cannot go through this and not discuss the recent happenings this past weekend with the loss of the young brother, the young king, Davon. I believe his name is Davon, out on the south side of DC. The young 11-year-old athlete and rapper and just fucking child. You feel me? Like, and then a lot of like it happened. I saw that shit too much, and my soul.
Ricky Smiley's daughter got
Ricky. It's like it's so much shit, bro. And it's like
DCM Fly cousin got
shot, man. Like
in Atlanta.
My soul, when you get to these situations, you really have to like take it into account. I'm never gonna be like I'm not the one that's gonna like try to switch the blame. Like, oh well, y'all not worried about this, so why we need to worry about like no, all this shit's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like all this shit's fucked up, and I'm gonna like we have our jokes and we talk about what we got to talk about. But at the end of the day, like if we don't discuss this shit that's going on right here with us, you know what I mean? Like 11, bro. Like I've seen reports just this week about 11-year-olds, 8-year-old, 13. Like, come on, my nigga. Like, how the fuck can you get mad outside a situation where niggas is gunning down 11-year-olds, bro? Like 11-year-olds and 8-year-olds, and it's cool, but you wouldn't get mad at somebody treating you wrong. Like you want to, like, come on, my nigga. Like accountability is the main thing that we all need to worry about. Like accountability of self. If you're not worried about self, what's going on with you, how the fuck are you gonna be worried about what's going on outside your situation? Lil homie was right there, bro. Like this is somebody that we were supposed to nurture. Like this supposed like we out there protesting, doing all this shit to be happy to be.
I feel that.
And they don't give a like, bro, like literally, like I watched friends try to go out there, and it's tens of people. They give a fuck about this little homie life. He had probably thousands of Instagram followers, TikTok, all that shit. He probably had all that shit, bro. Tens of people came out and showed up. But motherfuckers want to talk about all types of shit on the back end, how everybody's doing us wrong. But niggas don't give a fuck about the next of us.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas don't give a fuck, so it's like, yo, how am I supposed to believe you niggas? How am I supposed to believe you niggas? When you proved me right before I even had to, like, before I even had to say shit. Niggas proved me right, bro. Niggas have proved me right so many times about them. I don't want to be right about the situation. Like, I wish I could be wrong. Like, I wish niggas could tell me I'm wrong. Niggas are going to change. Niggas going to get it right. But it's like, no, you're not. You're not going to get it right. So it's like, yo, show me something different.
We gotta get there, man.
Show me something different.
We gotta get there.
You know what I mean? Rest in peace to little homie, man. Like, rest in, like, and I want to make sure I want to say his name. You know what I mean? I want to make sure I say his name in full thing, so we don't get nothing misconstrued. You feel me?
And what you saying is a lot of people didn't come out.
And it's like Davon McNeil. You feel me?
Davon.
Rest in peace to Davon McNeil.
Respect.
We love you, little bruh. We love you, and we gonna fight for you, little bruh. This shit is, it kills me, bro. I work with y'all. I've been working with y'all my whole life, bro. Since I was y'all. I started working with motherfucking people at 11 years old when I was 13 years old, bro. I'm 32.
That's real.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Don't give me that bullshit. And I don't want another motherfucking go-go rally if a motherfucker's gonna die at the end of that shit. Keep that shit.
That's how I
And y'all niggas know what I'm talking about. Talk to me. Hit my phone. Cause this shit ain't working. We need real change. And niggas can make some real change. Y'all got my motherfucking phone number. Nigga, hit my phone. But I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the whole thing. And I'm like, we've had fun. We do this shit. But at the end of the day, man, that's it in that song, man. I don't know if y'all got anything else to say. But, you know what I mean? I love y'all, man. And I don't want y'all to ever misconstrue the fact that I love y'all with all my heart. And I love everything I'm doing with all my heart. But this shit gotta change, man. Like, this shit is killing me, man. Like, I don't have no more energy for it. And another, like, I'm sick and I'm desensitized to this shit. But it ain't really desensitized, man. I'm just trying to get to a point where I can. Come on, man.
That's real.
Motherfucking, you know, we doing this shit. Like I said, man, if you want to come promote some positivity and put a drink up in the young homie's name and talk about some positive things, man, y'all meet me at Felicity Lounge tonight, man. 711 8th Street, Northeast DC. It's been real. I knew this was going to be one to hit my soul. I didn't know why, you know what I'm saying? But even when I look at it, the episode is 7/4/2020 vision. You know what I'm saying? Episode 74, 2020 vision.
Okay. Right.
I can't make that shit up. That's from something way bigger than me. You feel me? Y'all understand what 7/4/2021 will be in my eyes. You feel me? I want y'all to follow us. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook, the Gym Class Podcast. I am Maddie Make It Work. This is Shakira. This is Jan F. Brown. That is art_KD. And that is Lou_Woo. This is the Gym Class Podcast. I hope you took everything. I hope you listened to the whole thing and took everything and can let it sizzle in your spirit, as the brother Country Wayne says. You feel me? You want to say anything? You good? Man, this is the Gym Class Podcast.
Black
man.
love,
Black life, Black Lives Matter. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace. Stop the violence. Put down the guns.
we going up.
We going up. It's the Gym Class Podcast, and you are dismissed.